afternoon, and thanks for joining us. I'm Judy Simpson. It's the first Thursday of the month, which means we're in the kitchen with Across the Fence. I'm joined by our chefs, Carolyn Peak from Williamstown and Deb Plumley and Lynn Jarvis, of course, from South Hero. And they've each prepared a variety of dishes, all made with 5 ingredients or less. But before we get to the food, we have some other business to attend to. Last month, we offered Across the Fence caps to 2 lucky viewers. And here you see David Sands, the postmaster at the South Hero Post Office, with 2 envelopes that he drew at random from all who entered the free contest. And the winners are Teresa Taylor from St. Johnsbury and Marge Turner from Bethel. Our congratulations to you both. We want you to know that your caps will be mailed soon, and we know that you'll wear them with pride. Thanks to all who entered the drawing. Now this month, 2 more lucky viewers will have a chance to win one of these cookbooks donated by Mary Stedman, one of our loyal viewers. The books are each more than 350 pages, and they're written by well-known food author Marlene Koch. They are Eat What You Love and Eat More of What You Love. I'll have the details of our free drawing at the end of today's program. In the meantime, we've got lots of recipes to get to, so I'm going to turn things over to Deb.
Well, the best things about recipes that are 5 ingredients or less are how fast they go together. Because this time of year, you want to be outside enjoying that nice weather.
Exactly.
I'm going to start with my bacon tater tot appetizer. And this dish is awesome. You cook your potato tots on a cookie sheet until they're brown and crunchy. Then I push them together in another baking dish. Top it with some shredded cheese, some crumbled cooked bacon, and jalapeno slices. Then put it back in the oven until the cheese is bubbly and it's all melted. Then you just serve it on a plate and top with a little bit of sour cream. And that is yummy. Now I'm always looking for ways to use fresh asparagus from my garden. And this is a bacon asparagus pasta toss. You cook your pasta until it's almost done. I used bow tie pasta for this. In another pan, you saute diced bacon until it's nice and crunchy. Then add your cut asparagus. Cook that for about 5 more minutes. And then you add some chicken broth. Reduce it, then you toss back in your pasta, serve it with, I use grated Parmesan cheese, and you've got a wonderful, tasty dish in less than 20 minutes. Serve it with a salad or some crunchy rolls, and you're good to go. I have a great viewer recipe from Carol Now from Monroe, New Hampshire, and these are called Forgotten Cookies. It's simply egg whites that you beat with white sugar and some cream of tartar until they form stiff, shiny peaks. You fold in a cup of mini chocolate chips and drop them by spoonful onto your parchment-lined cookie sheets. You put them in a preheated oven for 400 degrees, put them in the oven, shut the door, then turn the oven off, and you forget them. You forget them overnight. And then the next morning, voila, you've got these beautiful, lighter than air, meringue-type cookies, just perfect for enjoying on your back porch with a glass of lemonade. So those are my recipes to share. And Carolyn, it looks like you've got some yummy dishes here.
I do, and I was just thinking, I have a strawberry lemonade, and we could have cookies with that.
I think that sounds great.
Well, I have a good selection of things, and like Deb said, when you've only got 5 or less ingredients, they go together quickly. I'm going to start with an appetizer, and this is a tuna melt appetizer. It has frozen spinach, tuna fish, some mayonnaise, and some shredded mozzarella cheese. And you just mix everything together, put it in the oven, and bake it. And then when it's done, you put a little more cheese on top. Whoops, my cracker broke. And, well, you get the idea. Anyway, and put it back in the oven and let it continue to just melt the cheese on top, and you're all set to go. Now, as I told Deb, I have a really nice, it's called Strawberry Fizz, but it does use lemonade. It uses whole strawberries, or frozen strawberries, and I'm going to see if I can put some into my glass here. I put the strawberry on a little ahead of time. But this is really good. I had some last night, and it would go perfect with some of Deb's cookies. Maybe I should have used a bigger scoop. What do you think? Anyway, we'll put that much in. And then it's just ginger ale and you're good to go. You've got the pink lemonade, the ginger ale, the strawberries. Very quick, very easy. My viewer recipe is from Carolyn Bourgeois from Vergennes, and hers is a cheese strata. And she says it's a family favorite. It's very easy to make. It is very easy to make. You put bread in the bottom of your pan, and then you add a mixture of milk, cheese soup, 4 eggs, and then some shredded Swiss cheese. You put it in the oven, or excuse me, in the refrigerator overnight, or for at least 4 hours. And then you put it in the oven and bake it, so you can have it ready to go. You can use it for a breakfast. You might put some sausage cut up into it, something like that, just to make a little more hardiness to it. But you're good to go. I also have here an onion beef bake. Now, the recipe called for making, regular sized hamburger patties, but I made little ones, because if you guys could see the gang that comes in here to eat after we get done, you'd know why I made little ones. I imagine you could make just meatballs, but you make these up and they have the dry soup mix in them, and then you brown them, and then you put them into a baking dish and put a can of onion soup poured over them, and you've got a nice appetizer, or if you make them bigger, a nice meal. Finally, I have over here a Strawberry Angel Delight. Now, this is great because it uses Jell-O and frozen strawberries, whipped cream, and an angel cake. You break the angel cake up and put it in the bottom of your pan, and then you pour the strawberries and Jell-O that have been mixed together, pour it over it, strawberries and the whipped cream, excuse me. You just let it sit in the refrigerator, and then you dole it out. And I'll tell you, to me, that looks mighty good, because we love angel cake and strawberries. So.
It looks mighty good to me, too.
Wait a minute. You've got stuff to do over there.
Okay.
You go do yours.
I'll be there. I'll be back later.
Okay.
Thank you, Carolyn. Well, recipes with 5 ingredients or less are economical and easy to make, and that's what we're looking for now that we're getting out and spending more time outdoors. Isn't that wonderful? And we want to thank all of you viewers who let us know how much you enjoy our In the Kitchen segments. And recently we got this card and photo from Nancy Lee Harrison and her daughter Jenny from White River Junction. It's nice of all of you to let us know how much you enjoy our shows, and be assured every card and note received is read and appreciated. And we really do mean that. Well, with rhubarb so plentiful this time of year, I raided the rhubarb patch to make this for you. It's an easy rhubarb and strawberry cobbler, and you can take a look at it. It's made in custard cups, as you can see, but I think it would work just as well in an 8 by 8 inch glass dish. Now, it's made in layers. On the bottom is your rhubarb, sugar and cinnamon, over that strawberry pie filling, and the secret ingredient, believe it or not, is cubes of sugar cookie dough. That's how we get our 5 ingredients. A delicious cobbler, very quick and easy to make. And I'm going to do a soup now. Even though it's warmer weather, I still like soups. And this has just 5 ingredients. And in this, you'll see there's some sausage, tomatoes, onions, beans, and I use the cannellini beans, and you simmer in chicken broth. And this recipe, believe it or not, goes back about 25 years, and I got it from the Grit magazine, and probably some of you are familiar with that publication. A nice sausage and bean tomato soup. Now we have another recipe from Carol Now of Monroe, New Hampshire. Let me slide it over for you to see. It's just 4 ingredients. It's her easy chicken and rice. Now in here, there's French dressing, there's some cranberry sauce, and a package of onion soup mix, and you can see it all mixes together. And then you put it in the oven, 350 for an hour, and serve it over rice. And I'm going to do that. And while I'm telling you a little more about this, she writes that she's had this recipe for a number of years, and she shared it with many, many people, and we thank her for sharing it with us here on Across the Fence. Her easy chicken over rice, and doesn't that look delicious? And I can assure you it is, and so quick and so easy to make. And the perfect complement to go with our chicken dish is this salad here. It's a cranberry raspberry salad, and you can see it. It comes from Patty Olson of Burlington, and Patty and her husband Kuno were my landlords when I lived on Loomis Street for many years, and I still keep in touch with them. And the last time that I was there for lunch, she served this. It's easy. You mix your Jell-O, raspberry Jell-O, with cranberry sauce. Pour half of it, as you can see, into the fridge and let it set. Then you put the sour cream, low-fat sour cream over that, and the rest of the Jell-O on top. And when you're ready to serve, you want to garnish it with some low-fat topping, which we will do, and a few chopped nuts. And that is so good that I think, Patty, I would use this for a dessert just as well as a salad. It's a very delicious, easy salad, dessert type cranberry raspberry flavor mix. Okay, now I'm going to move on to desserts, and this is an easy chocolate cherry cake. It's from Jenith Fortin of Sheldon Springs, and she says her son, anything with cherries in it he really likes, and he even gets a cherry pie for his birthday. And since I like cherries, I really enjoyed this cake. It's easy to make. You just use a chocolate cake mix, a cherry pie filling, an egg, and I had some dried cherries in the cupboard, so I put a cup of those in. And you can make it look a little prettier by dusting it with some powdered sugar. It's going a little bit dark here in the studio with the lights, but it's a delicious cake and very, very easy to make. And we thank Jenith for sending this in. Now here's my last recipe, and it's great for potlucks, picnics, church suppers, whatever you'd like to do. And it's called lemon whippersnappers. And wait till you hear how easy these are to make. You just take lemon cake mix, and you take some Cool Whip and an egg, and then you mix the dough up, and then put teaspoons of the dough right into powdered sugar, roll them around, and then you bake it at 350 for 10 minutes. And you are in for a treat. And Judy, we've missed you the last few days. Where have you been?
Well, I took a trip down to Pensacola, Florida with my daughter. She's going to be attending the University of West Florida.
Okay.
And so we had to check the campus out and find an apartment. So we're back, we're set, ready to go.
And how did it all work out?
Terrific. It was
Good.
really nice.
Is she happy down there?
Very.
I've been to Pensacola. It's a lovely place. I think she's going to have a really good time.
It's a great vacation place. Looking forward to that. Well, thanks to all of our chefs for these great recipes. And as always, there are a couple of different ways that you can get them. And also let you know how to enter our free drawing for the cookbooks. You can get the recipes online from the Across the Fence website. Go to uvm.edu/extension and click on the link to Across the Fence. You'll find the recipes on the left-hand side of the web page. To get the recipes by mail, you can send $2 in a stamped self-addressed business size envelope to 5 ingredients or less, Box 188, South Hero, Vermont 05486. Please remember to include $2 in a stamped self-addressed business size envelope. All the envelopes received will be saved and entered in the drawing for the cookbooks. If you're not ordering the recipes by mail, you can just send along an envelope to the address on your screen and include your name and address, and that will enter you in the free drawing. Then join us on Thursday, July 3rd, when we sail into summer with recipes selected for warm weather dining. We look forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, a strawberry fizz toast to all you dads out there for Happy Father's Day coming up on June 15th. Thanks for joining us. Cheers.
Cheers.